What's going on, YouTube? Football Rob coming at you with a football video this time. I'm just so sick of talking about the Knicks, and they're dead in the water. 3-1 series deficit over, I don't care. Screw the Knicks, whatever. So let's talk football. Now, Brett Favre is in the news, and the Green Bay Packers are also in the news, according to Green Bay Packers president and CEO Mark Murphy said that team hopes to have Brett Favre back involved in the organization soon. So it looks like the fences are about to be mended with Brett Favre. And I believe that Brett Favre is the entire reason why the fences were ruined to begin with. This guy is a real spiteful dude that, couldn't make up his mind about retiring. As we all know, he went in and out, in and out, in and out. And, this miscommunication led to Ted Thompson, then the general manager of the Green Bay Packers, to, in 2007, part ways with him and go with Aaron Rodgers. And to me, when you look at the signs, it's pretty obvious that miscommunication between management and Favre, which was all started by Favre, that was going on for years before Brett Favre's actual departure from Green Bay after the 2007 NFC Championship game. Because in 2005, that's when the Packers drafted Aaron Rodgers in the first round, and I believe that had Green Bay actually known what Favre's real intentions were, I mean, they wouldn't want to waste a first-round pick on a guy who's sitting on the bench for the first 3 years of his career. They'd probably much rather use it on a receiver or a pass rusher or, something that could help the team immediately. So, by picking Aaron Rodgers, it lets me know that Green Bay didn't know what the hell was going on either. And this went on for several years, and who gets stuck in the middle? Aaron Rodgers. So finally in 2007, I think things came to a head, and Green Bay was tired of this stuff, and they also knew that Rodgers had earned his time, spent his time learning under Favre, and they decided to go in a different direction. So I think that the whole miscommunication was Favre's fault. And then, as the spiteful dude that he was, he then uses the New York Jets as leverage to go to the Minnesota Vikings the following year, because he knew that Green Bay held the rights to his NFL contract, and Green Bay wouldn't trade him to a division rival like the Minnesota Vikings. So he was forced to play 16 games for the Jets in 2008 before he was finally able to get what he wanted and stick it to his team in 2009 with the Minnesota Vikings. So I think Favre is completely wrong on this, and I think the new management for the Green Bay Packers wants to see if they can make amends and send out an olive branch to Brett Favre. It's just we don't know if Favre will accept this olive branch, because, as I said, or as I already explained, he's a pretty spiteful dude, and his history proves that. But I think at the end of the day, he has to be honored by the Green Bay Packers, whether he wants to or not. It's almost like the organization wants to make amends, but we don't know yet if he's willing to or not. He is the best player that they've ever had, and it's not like the Green Bay Packers have no history. They have one of the most illustrious histories in football and in sports in general. So the fact that he is the best player that they've ever had, that carries a lot of weight. So he has to be honored. But I'm looking at the comments that he's making, Brett Favre making these comments, and it's a very awkward relationship. He says, Brett Favre says, we don't need to shake hands and move on. We don't? Like, what the hell are you talking about? I think in some ways that has happened, even though it's a shame the way things went down between I and the Packers as time goes by. It's like a grudge. Like, what are you holding a grudge about? I don't understand where the grudge is. It makes no sense. You started the whole grudge because you couldn't figure out what the hell you wanted to do. So it looks like the Packers are willing to accept him as part of their history, as they should, and it just seems like Favre isn't ready to do that, which baffles my mind till no end. So there you have it, Football Rob. I want everybody to start the dialogue on Brett Favre. What do you think about him as his legacy as a Packer quarterback? And, comment, subscribe. Let's get the dialogue going. Football Rob signing off.